Well, the funny thing is, I love Bitcoins and I love credit cards. So in today's conversation, I found the right combo. I want to speak to you about the $25,000 upgrade Bitcoin rewards card, the APR minimum 8.99%, then Fico 545. Don't go anywhere. You're going to love today's conversation. I guarantee it. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sort of Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you had to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee or tea or vodka and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to speak to you about a beautiful baby. I want you to look right now on the screen. This is the upgrade Bitcoin rewards card. She's beautiful, right? And so this is a card that allows you to actually combine the positive, the upward trend that we currently see with about Bitcoin with a credit card. Okay, so every qualified purchase earns 1.5% back in Bitcoin, which is automatically deposited into a digital wallet and redeemable for a statement credit. So if you are seeking to build up a cryptocurrency portfolio without dipping into your savings, this card is an excellent way to go, at least based on our research. One thing I need to remind you folks, earning rewards in Bitcoin is highly speculative because the value can change at any time, either gaining or losing value depending on the market's whims. So you may find that a card that earns plain cash back provides more predictable value. At the end of the day, it's all about what works for you. Okay, so what are the pros and cons of this card? First, you have no annual fee and there is no minimum redemption amount when cashing out. This is pretty good. And you can actually pre-check your credit line without impacting your score. So this is we love this card because you have the pre-qualification, the soft pull feature. So that's the pros. What about the cons? So there is no welcome bonus and you cannot cash out Bitcoin for at least 90 days, 3 months. So I would just want you to think about that. And this card right now is not available in every state. So what are the highlights here? So 1.5% back in Bitcoin when you make payments. You have credit lines from $500 to $25,000. So the $25,000 is the maximum limit. And you have affordable monthly payments with no annual fee. And you can use whatever Visa is accepted with safe and fast contactless card technology. And the APR will oscillate from 8.99% to 29.99% variable. There is no purchase intro APR or balance transfer APR. Okay, there's nothing. And one thing I want to say also is that the cash advance feature does not exist on this card, nor does the foreign purchase transaction fee. Let me dig a little deeper here, folks. Let me give you the card details, folks. In this show, I'm still talking to you about a high limit credit card from Upgrade. The card is called the Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards Card. The APR starts at 8.99% and the FICO minimum is 545. One thing you need to understand is that this is the first time that Upgrade, the lender, is entering the crypto world. Okay, so this is something that they really just started not long ago. And the card is issued in partnership with Cross River Bank. So Cross River Bank, for those who are not familiar with the institution, is a bank that does a lot of work in the fintech world, in the crypto world. Okay, this is a great bank, by the way. And the Upgrade Bitcoin Reward Card is actually the fraternal twin to the Upgrade Visa card with cash rewards. So Upgrade has come up with two credit cards with rewards. So the first one is the Upgrade Visa card with cash rewards, and the second one is the one I'm reviewing in today's conversation. This is the Upgrade the Upgrade Bitcoin rewards card. Okay, and the whole thing here is this card is designed to incentivize people to use, first of all, to incentivize responsible payment behavior, and also encourage folks to dabble into the whole Bitcoin world. Okay, and if you normally carry a balance, this this card will be a great opportunity for you to actually start being disciplined in terms of budget, in terms of your financial, in terms of your payment history. One thing I also want to say here is that, folks, let me ask you a question. Big decision time. Big decision time. Are you interested in a credit card that allows you to earn Bitcoin rewards? Because at the end of the day, it's all about Bitcoins. It's not about cash. All right, you have to really be very careful about that, because with this card, you will earn 1.5% back in Bitcoin on purchases when you pay your bill. Remember, you are paying for purchases with actual cash, but you're getting your rewards in Bitcoins, okay? And your Bitcoin rewards are held by the NYDIG trading platform, okay? So you can either keep your earnings there or redeem them towards the statement credit. So should you choose to sell your Bitcoin and take the statement credit option, you'll have to wait a minimum of 90 days and you'll be subject to a 1.5% transaction fee. Okay, this is something you need to think about. And although this fee is in line with the fees charged by other crypto trading platforms, it actually dilutes the value of your earnings. So even if you're looking to accumulate, let's say, cryptocurrency, a card that earns a 2% cashback is both more straightforward and more rewarding, and cashback can still be used to buy cryptocurrency. So the advantage of the Upgrade Bitcoin card is simply the convenience of earning Bitcoin without extra steps to buy. That's just all it is, okay? Let me give you some key information that you need to be aware of about this card. Folks, we're still talking about a very high limit credit card from Upgrade, and the card is called Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards Card. And this is, the card has an APR that starts at 8.99%. And one thing I want to say here is that with this card, the process is very simple. You earn rewards when you make payments on purchases. That's it. You can use at retail locations or online, and you earn 1.5% back on all purchases when you pay them back, okay? You get rewarded with Bitcoin. And the thing here is that you can actually monitor your Bitcoin balance over time. As I said earlier, you can actually keep your balance in the NYDIG trading platform. You don't have to sell them. Okay, and the fact that this card allows you to do this is pretty good. The only thing we didn't like while analyzing this card is that you basically have to you have the how do I say it? You basically, first of all, there are two restrictions. Number one, this card is not available in all 50 states. So for instance, the card is not available in Hawaii, Indiana, Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Washington State, West Virginia, Wisconsin. And so that's the first limitation. The second limitation is that cashing out has a 90-day wait period and a 1.5% transaction fee. Now, for some people who are into the whole Bitcoin speculation world, it's pretty fantastic because they think the coin will keep going up. But if you are more of a risk averse person and you want to convert your Bitcoin into cash and you just want to cash out, you need to wait 90 days. Another thing that you need to pay attention to here is that any balance on this card not paid in full must be paid in installments. Now, of course, the APR will apply, but it's all about now. If you have a poor or fair credit, you might qualify for the card, but not the $25,000 maximum limit, nor the APR of 8.99%. You'll probably get something around 20%. And one thing I also want to say here, that this card actually reports to the 3 credit bureaus, so TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And with the card, you also have a Visa signature perks and benefits. So overall, you have a solid card that allows you to earn Bitcoin, to build credit if that's your purpose, to basically have a better, I would say, a better view on your financial situation. And the fact that the card is issued by a lender, it's also fantastic because you can parlay your good credit with this card to get a loan through Upgrade. I want to talk to you now about the rewards and perks, folks. If you're interested in the rewards and perks that relate to this card, it's fantastic. We're still speaking about a high limit credit card from Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards and maximum limit $25,000. Now let's speak about the rewards. So earning rewards, redeeming rewards, and the rewards potential. So for earning rewards, Cardholders will earn an unlimited 1.5% Bitcoin back on purchases as they make payments on their balance. So there is no first year welcome bonus. That's for earning rewards. In terms of redeeming them, you need to hold your Bitcoin rewards for a minimum of 90 days. I've already said that. And you'll be subject to a 1.5% transaction fee. Okay. And the thing here is that you also need to think about the fact that the proceeds are applied toward the card balance. There is no option to take direct cash from the proceeds, although one workaround could be to transfer funds from the Upgrade Bitcoin card to an accompanying Upgrade bank account. In terms of rewards potential, and according to our research, spending, say, $10,000 in a year on the card will initially net you $275 worth of Bitcoin. Now, folks, I want you to keep in mind that rewards must be held for 90 days, okay? So the actual value of the rewards will depend on the price of Bitcoin at the time of redemption, minus, of course, the 1.5 transaction fee I've been talking about. So there are other card benefits that you really need to be aware of. So as a Visa signature card, the Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards card comes with the following benefits. So you have the ID Navigator. So you have the tools to both monitor your identity for fraudulent behavior and the resources to act quickly should you become compromised. You also have the extended warranty protection. So Visa will extend the life of your existing US manufacturer's warranty of 3 years or less, and for warranties of less than 1 year, the term is doubled. For warranties of 1 year up to 3 years, the warranty is extended for an extra year. So you have roadside dispatch, right? Eligible Visa cardholders have access to roadside dispatch, a pay-per-use service that provides the following service for a set fee. So you have standard towing up to 5 miles included. Tire changing, you must have a good inflated spare tire, jump starting, lockout services, no key replacement, fuel delivery up to 5 gallons. So I'm just giving you all the constellation of benefits that come with this card. You also have travel and emergency assistance services. You have lost luggage reimbursement, and you have trip cancellation, trip interruption. So if you have, let's say you have to cancel or interrupt your trip, the benefit can help reimburse you for the non-refundable cost of your passenger fare. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. We are still having a conversation about the Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards. And again, folks, I'm talking to you about this card. This is a great card. The maximum limit is $25,000. APR starts at 8.99%. Great card. And we love the fact that the minimum limit here is $500. Let me ask you a question. Big decision time. Are you eligible for this card? Let's talk about eligibility. To qualify for this card, you gotta be at least 21 years old or 18 with either a parent's permission or a verifiable source of income. Okay, you gotta have a social security number. Upgrade is kind of cool also if you have an I-10. Let's say you're not a citizen or a green card holder and you want to qualify for this card, no problem. You just need to have a bank account. Preferably you have an Upgrade bank account, and if you have an I-10, an individual tax identification number, that's fine. You need to have a source of income. Again, we are speaking about having a source of verifiable income, and you can prove that through your W-2s, your 1099s, your tax returns, for example, where you show what you've made this year versus last year, all that kind of stuff. You also need to have you got to have a reasonable credit. Obviously, Upgrade is okay if you have a credit score that is low, not a problem. As long as you can compensate through other forms. You can also co-apply just to increase your chances of being approved, not a problem. Okay. And in terms of, you need to also prove your identity. This is important also in terms of making sure you're not, we're not having some kind of fraud here. Okay. So they will ask you for a government ID or a driver's license, depending upon the state where you are applying from. And you need to prove also your address, so you can show your utility bills or your tax returns or your landline, your landline phone bills. That also works. And if you want to, you can also transfer balances here in some cases, but not in all cases. What we've seen is that Upgrade will allow you to transfer balances depending upon the states where you are applying from. And they also allow authorized users on certain cards. So all in all, it's all about meeting the requirements. In terms of income, as long as you have $25,000 gross income per year, you're good to go. So that's about $2,000 a month. Let's talk about how this card stacks up. So let's just compare and contrast here. Folks, we are still having a conversation about the Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards card, right? And this is a card with a maximum limit of $25,000. And how does the card stack up? So let's first compare and contrast the Upgrade Bitcoin Reward card to the Upgrade Visa card with cash rewards. As I was telling you, the Upgrade has come up with two credit cards, right? The Bitcoin Rewards and the cash rewards card. So if you like the installment plan structure of the Upgrade cards versus the traditional revolving credit card plan, you want to consider the Upgrade Visa card with cash rewards, because this is a card that has similar attributes as the Upgrade Bitcoin card but earns rewards as cashback at a rate of 1.5%. So the only difference is that instead of earning Bitcoin, you are earning cash. Okay. And the advantage this card has over the advantage that the Visa card with cash rewards has over the Upgrade Bitcoin is that there are no transaction charges to take your earnings, and you can use your cash any way you like, including buying the cryptocurrency of your choice. Let's quickly compare and contrast Upgrade Bitcoin Reward card and BlockFi Rewards Visa Signature card. One thing I want to say here is that the Upgrade is not the only credit card that earns Bitcoin on a percentage of your spending. We have actually reviewed the BlockFi Rewards Visa Signature card on another show. What I want to say here is that this card, the BlockFi Rewards Visa Signature card, does the same thing that the Upgrade Bitcoin Reward cards does, but with a slightly different twist. The BlockFi card also earns 1.5% back on every purchase as Bitcoin, and also without any annual fees. Big spenders will like that any purchases over $50,000 in a card anniversary year will earn 2% back. But BlockFi's fees for cashing out are 0.075%, half of the redemption cost of Bitcoin earned on the Upgrade card. However, withdrawals of Bitcoin earned with BlockFi is limited to 100 Bitcoins per week. Okay, so you have that kind of limitation here. With Bitcoin's high valuation, few cardholders are likely to find themselves earning enough rewards for this redemption cap to be limited. Okay. What about the Upgrade Bitcoin Reward card versus SoFi credit card? Now, the SoFi credit card provides cardholders with the following rewards. So you have a 2% unlimited cashback on eligible purchases when redeeming rewards towards investing, saving, or paying down an eligible loan with SoFi. So if you want to take your earnings as a crypto, you must have both a SoFi Invest account and a SoFi Crypto account. But those who don't mind setting up the account can choose to take their earnings with the card as Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay, so once you have accumulated 500 points, you can redeem for your choice of the two cryptocurrencies. Let's now talk about the application here, folks. I'm still showing you how to apply for this high limit credit card from Upgrade. We have maximum loan amount, maximum credit card limit rather, $25,000, and the APR starts at 8.99%. So I want you to look on the screen right now, folks. Look on the screen right now. This is a card that allows you to do soft pull, so no harm to your credit history. So you have to just put a little bit of some information. So you can see on the screen here, you put your first name, last name, you put your address, your city, your zip, your state, you put your date of birth, your individual annual income. And if you have additional annual income, they want you to put that. This could be anything from investment income to rental income and so on and so forth. And they want you to create an account. So you put your email address and your password. You create a password, and then you have to click check your credit line. So what will happen here is that once you check your credit line, they'll just give you, we actually didn't click on it because we're just providing a wrong info, fictitious data. But if you do this, you will, so once you put the right info, you will see offers from Upgrade. Okay, they will review everything and send you an email after a few hours. Sometimes you can get it right away. One thing I want to say here is that once you go through the soft pull and they give you an offer, they'll probably give you 2 or 3 offers. You got to choose one that works for you. And once you have that, you need to you have to get a hard pull. First, you get a soft pull, and once you're okay with the offer they gave you, they will basically run a hard pull on you on your credit and see if whatever you tell them is actually true. Remember that for Upgrade, you got to have a bank account. You don't have to have a bank account with Upgrade, but it's highly recommended. Okay, and they also want you to have they also want to make sure that you are able to provide information about your cash flows. For example, if you're working, let's say some people actually don't have like a regular 9 to 5. If you don't have a regular 9 to 5 and you don't get a paycheck every 2 weeks, then you need to provide your 1099s and your W-2s from all the jobs that you have worked in the last 24 months. Okay, so please make sure that you keep that in mind, because at the end of the day, it's all about what? Demonstrating sufficient cash flow. It's all about showing the Upgrade that you actually have the means to pay whatever balance you have on the card. All right, folks, this is it for today's conversation. I was talking to you about the Upgrade Bitcoin Rewards card. We have a maximum limit of $25,000. So I actually spoke to you. I gave you an overview. I gave you the card details, key information, rewards and perks, eligibility, comparison, and the application. Thank you so much for your attention. I'll speak to you another time, but until then, remember, stay marvelous.